Bonjour. Bonjour Dylan. Good morning. Bonjour. How are you today? Ecole Bilingue is a private school founded in 1998. We are celebrating this year our 20th anniversary. Our student body is very diverse. We welcome students from all over the world. This year we're actually welcoming 32 nationalities.
I started school at Ecole Bilingue when I was 5 years old. I didn't know any French back then. I could only count to 3. My mom tried to make me watch French movies. I really didn't understand it, so then she brought me here. And now I speak a lot more French than I did when I was 5.
The French curriculum is known for being very rigorous, very organized, lots of room of course for learning the language, but the language is being taught through all of the subjects.
We have the French National Curriculum in the immersion program, and then we have an English track that bridges the French with where they're going to be going after 8th grade. The classes are small by design. It allows teachers to have one-on-one interaction with the students.
When I first came to the school, I did not know any language besides English, and my teachers treat us nice, and they're most of the time funny.
In teaching 2 languages, the students really get the experience of a lot of different hands-on activities. The teachers have to use a multi-sensory approach to get the language across, so they're understanding the meaning of the lessons. It definitely affects their reading abilities in English and also making those connections, and it makes learning both languages easier.
The students have a much wider vocabulary, they have a much more active way of speaking, and they have just a greater arsenal or toolbox to work with. I would credit that to how long they've been at the school and how the education, the bilingual education, has shaped their processing, their brains.
When I first came to Ecole Bilingue, it was 2 years ago. I was not sure about what to expect, about what was a bilingual school, immersion school. If I can compare it to what I had in France, in my middle school in France, they have something more because of that, because they are able to just handle 2 languages and to be, to make bridges between 2 cultures, 2 languages, and so it was impressive.
6th, 7th, and 8th graders do homestays so they can live and have an experience as if they were a middle school student in that country. So the opportunity for the kids to start traveling in 6th grade and stay with French-speaking families is unique and hardly exists at any other middle schools that I know of.
I've heard plenty about the Eiffel Tower, and I never thought I would actually get to see it, but now we're going to the Eiffel Tower. The whole middle school.
Immersion education means basically that at least you will have 50% of the teaching who will be taught in the second languages. Sometimes it just can be 50%, and sometimes it can go up to 100%. Now we know scientifically that being bilingual, multilingual, it's an advantage for many reasons. But we know now that the brain development too, being multilingual, brings advantage, bring what we call brain plasticity. So the structure, the way we do it at Ecole Bilingue, it's a recipe to be successful in terms of learning languages, but being successfully academically, not just in French, not just in English, but both at the same time.
The French curriculum also leaves a lot of room for play and for teamwork. The students learn through the play. The students also learn from each other, learn from working with each other. So through this French curriculum, there's a lot of time spent teaching outside, learning through the play, learning through team building.
I have been at Ecole Bilingue ever since I was 4, just starting fresh with only 1 language, English, and I had no idea I would learn not 1 but 2 more languages.
Ecole Bilingue is more than a French school. We teach French, we teach English of course, but we also teach Spanish. So when our students graduate from 8th grade, they are perfectly fluent in French, English and Spanish and can matriculate in all top schools in the city or around the world. Come and visit us at Ecole Bilingue and see what makes us so unique.